After 15 years, Pat moves home from Hawaii with his 2 sons. Through a series of coincidences or good winks, he ends up stuck in traffic next to his high school sweetheart at Christmas. And this concludes another chapter of Black Christmas 2. It's the most wonderful time for a violent death. Perhaps we'll continue that next week. But today, we have stream. It's a bit early for Christmas anyway. Welcome to another Short Horror Saturday with Purblind Gamer. I hope everybody's having a good weekend. Didn't, get potentially exposed to COVID on Tuesday and have to stay home, working from home for the rest of the week, and only today get a test that said you didn't have COVID. I mean, I don't speak from experience, but I would imagine that would be a less than ideal way to spend one's week. Still, I'm COVID-free. Yeah, it's been a busy week. Feels like a lot longer since Wednesday. When was the last time I streamed. And I appreciate everybody who came out to my last couple of streams. On Wednesday, we made good progress in Resident Evil, the remake, for the GameCube. Solved a couple puzzles, killed a couple zombies. Maybe I'm just doing better because I'm not being as completely paranoid with my ammunition and ink ribbons and herbs, and it's going to come back and bite me later in the game. Like a zombie. Yeah. Who knows? We'll find out. And then on Sunday we played Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People, and I'm still having a lot of fun with that one. Like, seriously, Telltale Games, I don't really know what you've been making the last 10 years, but can you make more stuff like you were making before the last 10 years? And if you're still making it, that's great. Good for you. I love comedy, if it's good comedy. And today, as promised, we're going to be playing Haunted House by Zoramium Software. As I announced last time, I tried to order the games from Zoramium Software, even though they were, like, by mail order, even though their website has been down for years. Why? Because I'm unusual. And they contacted me and said they would send me the games. So they made 3 games, and I believe Haunted House was the first one. It's can be completed in one sitting. I played it back in the day, and I never actually completed it. But it was released as freeware and made in Adventure Game Studio. And this is the only one of their games you can still download the full version of. It's not on the AGS site anymore. Maybe they changed how they do their downloads, but it's still on the Internet Archive. And that's a good thing, because it runs in Windows 10, but the version that they sent me actually has a bug that prevents you from going into a certain room and therefore from completing the game. But the version on the Internet Archive, it works fine. So, yeah, I'll have to tell them about that. And the plan is still to play their game Military Quest, which is, I think it was the last game they made and the biggest one. After we finish, it's Adventures. After we finish Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People, we'll take up that for Sunday nights. But Haunted House. Hey, Angela, you too. Yeah, how are you doing? Yeah, it is early, but it's also, I always say on Saturday I stream late afternoons and then start, at dark or something, so I'm trying to move specifically this stream back a little earlier, and I know sometimes my Wednesday and Sunday streams start too late anyway, even if sometimes there's a reason, other times it's just me putting it off. Well, with Wednesday especially, if I have work and get off work at 7 or later, then I have to head home. I'm also taking the bus more these days. But yeah, it's good to be streaming, and we'll see how long this game takes. I don't think it's going to be super long. I know sometimes. Yeah, I think a game will just be an hour or 2 hours, and then it stretches out. Yeah, but that's half the fun of gaming, and then you have an excuse to continue playing it. Yeah, but the Haunted House works fine in Windows 10, and it's a little buggy. And I was messing around with it to make sure it worked. That was how I found out the one version has the bug, but it was always a little buggy, and I just really appreciate that the AGS games work fine in Windows 10, and they have built-in settings that let you run them in Windows. You either run the separate program, or you open a very obvious configuration file and change the value next to windowed from 0 to 1. It's like, why can't all games, figure that out? Some of these games I straight up can't get to run in a window no matter which settings I try with DxWind. That's why I never did play Let the Squashing Begin, which I will eventually. I'll play everything eventually. Yeah, it does make it easier if you're somebody like me who, especially for when you're streaming, prefers to play the games windowed. And with the way Windows 10 handles full screen, it's like, Windows 7 had it down, but the later versions of Windows, once you play a program that changed your screen resolution, then after you close the program, the Windows is still like, yeah, your desktop's in 640 by 480. What you gonna do about it, bitch? Buy a Macintosh? And I'm like, I know, I don't think I will buy a Macintosh. You can't even right-click in those things. Like, how's that even work? Also, I've seen the GUI for an Apple IIe, and I was not impressed, so yeah. Windows it is. Let's start. And I will remind everybody, which I leave? Yeah, I'll leave the on-screen text for this stream at least, but we have the community challenge going on for channel points, where if enough people contribute, then I will be forced to play a real-time strategy game. That'll be an experience. Well, most things are an experience. Haunted House. And now I'm going to have that song stuck in my head. But yeah, I hope you're having a good weekend, Angela. You with your new dog. Opening the right version? Yes. Hey, I know that tune. It's the theme from Rollerball. Yeah, I like to think I'm pretty up on my 70s science fiction movie music. Oh, trademark. Huh. And they trademarked it. Nobody else can use the term haunted house without paying them. Or the haunted house. Yeah. And that spooky house software. Yeah. The haunted house, many years ago, in a town in Transylvania was... A town in Transylvania was very rich and prosperous. When the noble king died, a great plague roamed over the land. People and animals were dying during the night. An old house was on a hill. People believed it was haunted. Years later, the people of the town if you don't mind too terribly. Part of it is the colors are so wacky, it's incredibly hard to read. For me, anyway. Years later, the people of the town got fed up with the plague and decided to go to the house to get some answers. Only a handful survived. The few people left went to a witch up in a mountainside. They told her what had happened. She told them that a vampire took over the haunted house? Oh. I don't know. Something along the lines of the vampires cursed everybody and we gotta kill the vampire, I think. Igor looks straight at you and analyses you up and down and turns around and walks away. Oh good, it's not just me. So artsy. Hello. Welcome to my master's home. He has been expecting you. Don't expect a warm welcome here. You just entered the haunted house. In the main entrance, which you are now in, you start to wonder what is to await you. You also see a sign and symbols on the wall. But yeah, I'm doing pretty well, thanks, Angela. And this week I got potentially exposed to COVID, but isolated and tested negative today, so I think I'm fine. But I'm glad you're doing well. The sign reads, "The vampire wakes at midnight." And don't get me started on what the celery does. You see a green pentagram symbol on the wall. Oh, pentagon symbol on the wall. Excuse me. You see a blue cross symbol on the wall. Why would a cross be in a vampire castle? You see a purple star symbol on the wall. This is a torch. It's a light source! That's something we can yoink. You grab the wooden bucket and place it in your pocket. But there's a hole in it, dear Liza. A hole. No, don't need light, okay. Oh yeah, and we have a score in the upper right corner, or upper left corner. Like it's a Sierra game. It's alive! It's alive! It's a light. I appreciate that. Oh. And speaking of it's alive, this is a picture of Frankenstein. Almost looks like Frankenstein's monster. Wonder if he modeled the monster after his own look. This is a picture of the Mummy. It's seriously one of the best horror movies ever made. This is a picture of the master of the house. And it looks kind of like Grandpa Munster. Oh, named Dracula. Yeah, exactly. He made the monster in his image. You know, like God did with Adam. I was wondering if this Frankenstein guy had a God complex or something. You look out the window and see a tree in the distance. You see a blue flamed fire crackling away, yet it produces no heat. As a matter of fact, a cold breeze is coming from it. Ooh, wine and cheese. Don't mind if I do. Dracula Daily. No, but there was a Professor Daly at one school I went to. Maybe some of the kids called him that when he didn't give them good grades. No, what is Dracula Daily? Yes, you put a glass of wine in your pocket. There's some really scary physics going on here. Still better than creepy races. You see some beautiful furniture of the monsters. Like this nice sofa. It looks very comfortable. A rather big rocking chair. A really ugly looking rug on the floor. To quote Wandering Hamster, I despise this carpet. Yeah, stiff as a board. Sitting down on it seems tempting, but do you remember the story of the 3 bears? Good, because 3 monsters is what you don't need right now. Oh. Send you parts of the novel Dracula, diary entries and letters on the date that they were written, so it's like you're experiencing it in real time. That's such a cool idea. You know, I never actually read the novel of Dracula. I almost did when I got the strategy guide for Dracula Unleashed, the old FMV game a few years back, because it contains the text of the full novel, but I was like, it'd be easier to read it in larger print. I don't know, maybe this is the way to finally read it. Can we walk through? Although the blue fire is different than normal fire, it still burns if you get too close. Oh yeah, I forgot, this game is made for save scumming. Let's do that. I'm not going to try to read that intro again. Igor is not in any hurry, is he? Get the old oaken buckets. I wonder if they could do that with other epistolary novels. And so is the novel all Dracula all what is it? Letters and journal entries and such? This is a gargoyle. Statue at day, alive at night. Well, it's night, so is he alive? Don't get the gargoyle upset. The game is tough enough. You don't need a gargoyle to hound you, now do you? Yeah, at least they acknowledge the game is tough. After thinking the cheese might come in handy, you take it and put it in your pocket. A different pocket from the wine, of course. That was odd. Interestingly, the other version with the bug didn't do that. Oh. Okay. Letters, newspapers, medical records. Yeah, Mina and... God, was it Rose? No, was it... Was it Lucy? No, Lucy was from the Hammer. I think it was Horror of Dracula. There are some picture. After looking at the pictures, you realize the monsters don't have great taste. As long as they don't have a taste for me. Oh, it is Lucy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think my father's saying the Hammer Dracula was somewhat more faithful to the novel than the Universal one, at least at the start. There. It's a little hard to travel between rooms in this game sometimes. No. Lisa. That's from some other famous movie. You see a librarian walking around in the library. It just ignores you. Then who's laughing at me? A scroll and a candle. You also see a book. You go to grab the skull, but you think that's disgusting and don't take it. Watching the librarian, you secretly take the old scroll and blow the dust from it and put it in your pocket. You wonder what's on it. The librarian doesn't notice, even though he is approximately 2 feet away from you and facing you when you pick up the scroll. It's a good thing. If he noticed, he would surely kill you. We know that librarians in horror games are very deadly ever after playing alone in the dark. Oh yeah, the curse with the head is... You know, now that you say that, it really does look like somebody's smoking. One of the more unusual cursors in games. Smoke is not a verb you come across that often. The bookshelves are full of books and scrolls. One bookshelf in the back looks like it has been moved before. You push really hard on the bookshelf and it doesn't budge. Then you push really hard and then... nothing happens! There must be another way! Well, I never. Oh wait, it says... first one's the same, but the second... No, it's not. That's just for the library in general. You also see a book you what? Weird. You know, I think I remember we ran into this when we were playing 7 Days a Skeptic too. Like maybe it's something with some of the old AGS. David, maybe we can make the game run a little faster. Game. Maybe we can crash. This problem is caused by the game rather than the interpreter. Yeah, of course it's the interpreter telling me that, so, you know. Not exactly sure we're getting an unbiased view here. Oh, seriously? It won't let you load before you go through the intro. wonder what other... I like it. This late pizza was caused by the pizza, not the delivery driver. Exactly. Where would be text speed? Wait, no. Oh, save, load. Those things are very different. Interesting. Uh-oh. We're finding some very unusual bugs here. Oh. AGS. The game performed an error and needs to close. The game. I'm still open. That's weird. Just noticed when I'm opening the game, there are three. I've only saved it twice, but there are 3 save files now. AGS save 001, AGS save 002, AGS save 999. I don't think I saved that many times. And if I did, who the hell stole 996 of my save files? Oh, it works fine. Ooh, swords. Then we do not need swords. Yeah, everybody just ignores you in this game. And apparently don't have genders. They keep referring to them as it. You see an anvil, which is used by the blacksmith. You see a blacksmith working away at his weapons. Here is where the blacksmith cools his work, in this water trough. This is the blacksmith's huge furnace to heat his metal with. It would be best that you stay away from this furnace. It looks awfully hot. Eh. Thank you, game, for warning me about another way to die. Ooh, wait. We have bucket? He has water. No. Nope. Who's that? A battle axe. You watched the blacksmith, and once he didn't notice you, you grabbed the axe and slipped it in your clothes, hoping the blacksmith didn't notice. Come on, go through the door. Go through the door. That's, not exactly what I meant by go through the door. Yeah, don't mind us, we're just kitty priding it. Or ID spotting it. Oops. Game gets fussy when you click outside the game window. There we go. Oh wait, I remember this room. If you step on the wrong place of the floor, you die. Yeah. Yeah. Keep it simple. You see some flesh-eating vampire bats watching you very carefully. You're in a high tower. Flesh-eating vampire bats are on the boarded ceiling watching you. There are also stairs on the left leading to the armory and spiral stairs leading down to the lower tower, and wood pegs on the windowsill. What is this? A huge Viking hammer. And the Vikings make it to Transylvania. You grab the huge hammer. Being so heavy, you start to wobble around a bit until you get your balance and you put it in your pocket. You also put some dangling modifiers in your sentences. To be fair, I've been known to do that. Go down the stairs. Come on, come on. Please. Look, I'm clicking right there. There. You didn't realize the stairs are broken and fell to your death. Oh well, trial and error. Ooh, ghosts. And I'm sure they're flesh-eating ghosts. You probably don't want to jump out of the window at this point in the game. Yeah. From the upper floor of a tower, I suppose. That'd be bad, okay. And there I am. There we go. That one's been moved. Okay, let's try all the books here. Not the librarian. Ah. You grab a book that you think would be interesting to read. When you pull the book, you hear a click sound, and then a huge rumble. Hey. You see something weird in the next room. Rope. What is that? Oh, I think that's another torch. Whatever the weird thing is in the room, next room, it looks like a big skull, and I don't want it to eat me if I haven't saved. They said weird, they weren't kidding. This is the control room to where gold production is handled. Nobody wants to talk to me. You see a bunch of different symbols of alchemy. That gold one on the glass must be the main one. You look at the huge crate swing back and forth. I saw something on the ground back there. Yeah. The huge skull, designed just like a human skull, produces great amounts of heat to melt the metal, and under the influence of chemicals and magic, the gold is produced. Flask? Oh yeah, there's the flask. You realize the alchemist can't see you at this angle, so you take the flask. This is one of those few times you can take a flask. Oh no. What to do with this thing? Can we just go past it? Okay, that. Rope. We have a rope. Yeah. You take the rope and tie it around the wood peg and throw the rope down to that tower wall. You then climb the rope to the lower tower. There's an old bone here, but you don't know how it got there. Probably don't want to know either. You look inside the trunk and find nothing in it. Wow, what happened here? What a mess. Those ghosts look dangerous. Don't get touched by them. They look evil, but then again, what was or is in this place? You finally got in the lower tower. You don't need that bone and you don't want it. What's that, though? A boat oar. Oh, parts of the stairs are on the ground. Is that on the wall? You see some old dried blood stains on the wall. I thought it might have been question marks or something. Sheesh. You got touched by a ghost, which instantly sucked your life away. Sheesh. Freaking ghosts. Yeah, I know. You hate it when you touch an evil ghost and it sucks your life away. And then you don't even want to get up in the morning because you're too tired. Because you're dead. See a fountain here with water coming out of it. It looks quite pretty, don't you think? You see an old haggy-looking witch coming after you. You can't do sexy pottery with the ghosts because they keep accidentally killing you? I feel like this is a reference I'm not getting. Does one do sexy pottery with ghosts? Yay. Fill the bucket with holy water. Oh yay. Oh shit, I can't believe I'd made that. Okay, I haven't actually seen Ghost. I know I've heard a lot about it. It's not exactly a horror movie, is it? You grab the rope and start climbing to the upper tower. This is a good time to save. I hope there wasn't anything else we needed in that chapel, because then we'll have to go back there. Is there anything else here? have a bottle of oil. You open and smell the oil, and it smells very flammable. I forgot about the scroll. Can we look at it? You roll open the old scroll and read the text on it. Not all exits are obvious. After you read the scroll, it crumbles and dissolves in your hands. Maybe it's just trying to give us a hint about the... what's it called? The secret bookcase in the library or something more. This would be useful to chop wood. Chop, chop, chop. The aroma of the cheese is making you very hungry. You have a glass of sweet-smelling wine. You desire the drink very much. You used to be an alcoholic in mortality. I feel like this is a good reason not to drink the wine. Or used for rowing boats, or swinging at zombies if they're on a bridge, knocking them far into the lake. And a bucket full of holy water. Can we eat the cheese and drink the wine? You decide that you're going to eat the cheese. Chop, chop, chop. Gulp. Up, I've got food. Chuck, chuck. Delicious. You drink the wine, giving yourself some energy for this big task you have on your hands. That gave us a point. But the cheese didn't. Oh, we didn't need that cheese. Cannot put out the forge. Can we kill the blacksmith by throwing flammable oil at him while he's by the furnace? No. Can we knock him into the furnace? No. Well, what can we do around here? Can burn up, apparently. You got too close to the furnace, and the flames caught hold of your clothes and roasted you to death. Too bad. Too bad indeed. Really hope we don't have to go back to that chapel. Yeah, the librarian's cool. He even stopped walking around. He's just standing there like, whatever. Oops. Oh, no. Now he's back, running around. Let's see if we can douse the cold flames in the other fireplace with that water. Well, we can crash the game. There's that. Let's just start it up again, shall we? I heard my phone go off. Maybe just make sure it's nothing important. Though I very much doubt work would be texting me at this time on a Saturday. Yes, yes, Master's been expecting you. Don't expect a warm welcome here. Ha 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 ha. I wonder if Igor went through the cold fire. If you go into that room, he's not there. And some of the doors are a lot harder to go through than others. And this one was easier last time. I wonder what call is it? Seems so random. So I'm guessing the other version, the one that they said me had the bug that causes the crash is fixed. That caused the other bug that won't let you go through one of the doors or finish the game. Let me see if increasing the text speed. Alright, we're not touching any settings ever. Unless... wonder... Let's open the setup file and see if there's any help. Shit. That's bad. That's weird, I can still hear you, Angela. Yeah, if the game doesn't like how you're playing, it takes its spooky monsters and goes home. It looks like my monitor's turned off, which on a laptop I don't think. Freaking game. Freaking computer. At least just some graphical nonsense. Okay, there we go. But yeah. Try to mess with the game, it's like, no, I don't want to play anymore. Could try. Nah, I don't want to be messing around with stuff I don't understand. Let's just... It was working without, you know, crashing. Wonder. It said the battle axe is good for chopping wood. If we could chop up those boxes in the room with the swinging crate. Why will you wood? It's an adventure game. Do everything you can that doesn't kill you. Hey, maybe that would be good advice for life. Nah, maybe it needs more nuance. There. No. Seriously? Can we chop the big crate? You take the battle axe and whack it right into the side of the crate, smashing the crate into a bunch of pieces. You take the stakes and save them for good use later, like grilling. You can use wooden stakes to start fires, I assume. You better save. If his lordship the game shall permit it. Now. Yeah. Sitting on it seems very tempting, but do you... Oh, Story of the Three Bears again. You throw the holy water on the fire, instantly putting it out. Now what? Hey, what's that? You're in the fireplace. It's cramped with here. You're in here. You're surrounded by brick walls. There's something on the floor there. Isn't there? It looks like it. You have to be really careful. Really precise. A fallen torch staff. Ah. You decide to take the torch staff. After searching around for it, you finally find it. You also have to go light it at the forge. Let's get rid of that scroll. Yeah, no, exits are obvious. You're not, you don't have to tell me. No, other door. Thank you very much. Yes. Him to clear out. Oh, I bet we need to coat it in the flammable oil first. Yeah. Nope. Hmm. Let's see what it says about that. You have a torch, very useful in dark places. Significantly more useful if you can light it. We light it from another torch? Yeah. What's in there? There's the bats, there's the ghost, there's the witches. Go back to another room with a lower torch. God, what if there's something in the alchemist room? Oh wait, the candle, the skull candle. You look at the brick box that holds the liquid gold. It must go deep underground to get formed and chilled. A huge skull is pouring out liquid gold from a crane. We can smash the glass. Nah. This crane works 24 hours a day to produce gold. Unless... They said a torch handle, right? Weird. Oh. It's either it won't let me zoom in and out when I'm focused on the window. It's either shift or control. Sometimes it does. It's not supposed to be an electric torch, like a flashlight, is it? I thought they said torch handle. Oops. Oh, shut up, it's not that funny. I don't know what the joke is. Maybe it is that funny. You look at the torch and suddenly it is ignited, giving light to the room. Of course, why didn't I glance at it in the first place? Why did I think I could light it using fire? Silly old me. That was... I think they're just rocks. I thought they were bear cubs. You're in a secret passageway. Yeah, you discover you have heat vision. You're Superman. Can anybody tell me why there are like 3 slices of pizza sliding back and forth across the ground? And more importantly, are they going to kill me? Oh, you see a fin in the water. Okay, got it. Swimming around. You can't see close enough to know what it is. Get closer. Why do I think the game is messing with me? The lake chamber. Quite fascinating. Yeah, maybe we'll have to ride the fishy. How did you get closer? Yep, just what the pizza fin monster wants. It's like the Sandman all over again, only this time it's not a sexy mermaid siren with smooth skin. It's basically Nessie. Or Nancy Drew, as some of us like to call her. You got close to the water, and that pizza fin sea monster just had a nice snack. I'm eating, Beanie Boy! I'm eating! Yeah. These children's cartoons get darker every year. Okay. Alright, back here. Don't you dare. I think it's only 1 or 2 doorways that it does that with. And is it always... Is it always on the right side? It's like there are at least 3 different bugs at work here that can crash the game. One where it just closes instantly. One where it says, note these numbers down and slap them on the tech forum. And the one that says, hey, this isn't the interpreter's fault, the game did it. Well, this is auspicious. Hey, Dumpressa, welcome in. How are you doing? You're just having fun with a game that loves to crash. Thank you for the redemption. What manner of beverage have we? Ooh, hey. Homebrewed wine. Ah, this does not taste very good. Oh, sorry you're tired, but glad you're doing alright otherwise. Yeah, well, it'll make wine for the taste, that's for sure. I actually like how cranberry wine tastes. Oh, been a long day. And is it over now and you get to relax some, hopefully? Well, that's good. Come on, game. Hey. It worked. Let's get rid of that. Hey, we're just playing this older freeware game. God, I think it's probably almost like 20 years old now. Sure wasn't when I first played it. You roll open the old scroll and read the text on it. Not all exits are obvious. The scroll self-destructs. Moon logic, I tell you. You look at the torch, and suddenly it ignited, giving light to the room. Is there only one way out? Oh my. Hello there. Death. Death rules this place. Figures, watch out for him. Death caught you and swiped your head right off. A lot of ways to die in this game. You should save right after you get the torch. Clear up the inventory a bit. Oh, I see now. Well, I'm glad I saved. Wonder how much more this game there is. And how many more crashes there'll be. Hey, Skep. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Oh, great. Yeah, I'm glad you're having a good weekend. Oh, hey, it mixed it up. I like that. This game was net retro when retro was new. Yeah. It was, I mean, I didn't think that, I didn't look exhaustively. I didn't think there was a, a listing for this game specifically, so I just picked retro. Which is kind of what I do when I don't, not playing a specific game, and maybe I ought to do it more. When I'm playing, obscure games. Yeah, it's about 20 years old, I think. Doesn't feel retro to me, but... yeah. Oops. Yeah, I mean, it's done in the style of the older adventure games. Including with the, what's it called? The score in the upper left. Then it was made in Adventure Game Studio. There. You see, a very painful and deadly torture device. It looks like some have already been on it. Yeah, I agree, very Sierra adventure game-ish. Yeah, it looks like one of their older ones. Oh, I see, it's spikes that crush the table. This poor chap didn't make it, let's hope you do. You see a well-used guillotine. Put your head in it if you dare. So much for avoiding death. Well, you got to agree that that's got to hurt, but at least you can say you're a holy man. Yeah. I don't know. You'd think Sierra wouldn't, since, they were... especially not after the first few. They'd honed their craft, and they do the adventure game business, but... I don't know, I haven't really played that many Sierra adventures. 3D Ultra Pinball Creep Night does not count. Usually, I think AGS is pretty good about not crashing. I think this is just... well, this game is definitely buggy, but it may also be having issues with Windows 10. Okay. There. Give it a wide berth. You told me to do that! You got a little too close to the guillotine. You died a great death. Now you can play the role of the Headless Horseman. Let me see. I'm trying to see if there's anything here that looks useful. Right. Careful with those, torture implements. They're used to kill people, and there's no telling what they'll do to you. Well, kill you, obviously. Yeah, I mean, the game explicitly told you, put your head in that guillotine, why don't you? So I did, and the game was like, oh dear, you put your head in the guillotine. No wonder it got chopped off. There's something on the... oh, is that my corpse? I don't see any useful items here. Maybe there aren't. And I think those are just like chunks of bone on the ground under the skeleton. Hmm. Well, I'll try that one more time, and if we can't find anything there, we'll just go say hi to Cecil again and maybe sail past him. Maybe kill him. Well, that was not the result I'd hoped for. I'll keep trying, though. I bet we can get through this since the crashes aren't constant. I just seriously wish they would let you skip the intro. Oh yeah, I forgot those symbols on the wall. Was it pentagon, cross, and star? Is it getting even slower? I think it might be. So just death caught you and swiped your head off. Now there is something. That's not my corpse. There's something over there on the floor. That's what I should be looking at. Yeah, pixelated as is, I can't tell what it is. You see a giant rat on the ground. He has a key in his mouth. Ah. And you know what a rat's like? Cheese. You take the key knowing you're going to need it. That was uncautious of me. Yeah, it's a good thing we didn't eat that cheese. This is... Jeez, you gotta walk near these damn things. If I wanted to die this frequently and this horribly, I would just play Dragon's Lair. Ah, what the hell? I wonder if there's a way to get rid of death. Actually, first off, come on. Once we get the key, it's going to be a pain to get out of here. And that's the thing, I really got to go straight up. Can you even go around the torture table on the bottom? I don't know. There's not much room to outmaneuver death there. Oops. What's death doing? Well, death has left the building. Or no, he hasn't. He's just chilling in a stone wall. Yeah. Shoot, 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 shoot. That was close. I'm definitely saving after that one. And it's a good thing I did save after that one. Where's... Where's the... Couldn't find the folder. I wonder how we'll get to finally kill Igor. He only appears once at the start of the game, but he annoys me. Cecil. I think that's a boat. You jump in the boat before that thing gets you. You dock the boat and enter the other building. As you enter the building, the sea monster smashes your boat to pieces, leaving you stuck in this building. Freaking sea. Ah! The little demons got close enough to start stabbing you with their forks. No, yeah. Even after death, they laugh at you. Demonically. Nasty little things. These look like the devils from a Tintin book or something. Whack-a-demon? No, no whack-a-demon. Let's see if there's any... Is that me in the lower right corner? Okay, well they actually get to finish their laugh. I like it. Well, maybe we can use that key here. Oops. Did I just come back to life? I think I found a bug. Uh-oh. Stuck in a death loop. I think I found another bug. Thing is, they don't really give you much time to look around or to select other items. Female vampire. Wait. Werewolf attacking a man. Probably don't want to neck with her. Okay, game. There's a picture of Frankenstein and Mrs. Frankenstein and their wedding. The sea monster. Dracula and his beauties. Oh my. It's very pixelated, but I certainly hope they're not naked. This is a family-friendly stream, after all. This is a picture of a sea witch and her sea monster causing a tempest. Oh, it's a creature from the Black Lagoon. What is that? I mean, the female vampire looks like a door. Yeah, I can be a demon too. Alright, real. Man, there's just another torch above the door. Part of the punishment of the demons is that they continually start to laugh and never get to finish their laugh. I don't see any items here. No explore? No, no exploring. Oh well. Oh boy. I wonder if at some point I'll have to give up on this. That's the question. Which is the bigger challenge, the game or the crashes? The other bug. Uh-oh, now the game's not booting up. Oh, now the game's booting up. Hey, there's that headless horseman they mentioned. Nah. Wonder if there's a walkthrough for this game online. Wouldn't think so, since it's, you know, old and short and free, but I'm surprised what there are walkthroughs of sometimes. And now it's doing it more often. Yes, yes, lovely to see you too, Igor. Yeah, it's doing it every time now. Wonder what changed. Making sure there's no process open. Like the game didn't fully crash once or something. Yeah. Okay, well. What if I do? Hey, maybe I should also look up a walkthrough, so if we get back to that point, I'll know what to do. Like, each time the demons perforate me, that's potentially more, like one more chance for a crash. Okay. You know, I think I will look up a hint. Which I normally wouldn't, but this early on, but since the crash has made it harder each time you die. Yeah. Apparently there are a lot of games called Haunted House. But remember, this is the Haunted House trademark. Oh wait, here it is. Here's a walkthrough. Okay, it's from 2003. I take it back, the game's not 20 years old. But, a couple more years, this game will be able to drink. Able to legally possess the wine that is in it. Okay. See, it would have taken me a while to get that. We have to burn down the painting. So we even make it back to the painting. Now normally I'd be like, wow, thanks Windows 10 for not maintaining backwards compatibility with every obscure game ever made. But in this instance, I think it might be partly the game's fault, Oh, the stream bitrate is acting funny. Is it getting like real blocky looking? Thanks for telling me. Yeah, sometimes that happens. I've noticed when I've not watched the VODs, and I don't know why. Or, I mean, I think it's something to do with the internet signal, but it's weird that it sometimes seems to do it randomly, independent Well, yeah, I guess if it's the internet, it wouldn't matter how many resources the game is taking up. But let me know if it gets better, hopefully. Because I don't know how to fix that. Interesting, it goes all gray, so it... Like, if the bitrate has enough problems and gets blocky enough, it loses all color? Huh. Interesting, I wonder why. Maybe because it's trying to save data? Because the color takes more data to transmit? I don't know how these things work. And I know that is a problem that, not consistent, but occasionally pops up. I should try to figure out how to deal with it. Why? Why is it happening more often? That's what I don't get. I wonder if that crash won't happen as often if I walk around a little before I load. Yay. I tell you, let's save the game since we finally got here, but under the circumstances that won't do much good, will it? What's the torch? What's the oil? You use the torch on the oil-stained vampire painting, which burns up, revealing a passageway. And you still fucking die. Oh, the resurrection trick actually worked. You're in a whole entrance. Not much to look at, but a big door. You look at the door. Someone doesn't want you in there. Okay, since I exploited a bug, I better override a different save. Okay, we'll use the key. You take the key and feel around for a keyhole. When you found one, you put the key in the hole and turned it, and you heard a click. Then the door opened, and the tense changed yet again. Oh yeah, my pleasure. I try to read, like if it's a text-only game, or if, if the game's not reading it, I try to read the text out loud anyway. But I know it can be harder, like some of the games with smaller text or blockier text. You see a coffin with a blue cross. You see a coffin with a purple star. You see a coffin with a green pentagon. Exceedingly slender pentagon. Oh, right. In the front hall, I think it was pentagon, cross, star? Oh my. You see Dracula sleeping in his coffin. Since we're here and we never get a point for drinking the wine, why not have a gulp? You drink the wine, giving yourself some energy for the big task you have on your hands. You take the wooden stake and thrust it into Dracula's heart. He starts screaming and wiggling around, and his blood starts coming out. He's dead. Congratulations! You killed the vampire and restored peace to the village once again. We never used that hammer, though. As Vampire Slayer, you killed millions in the past, and this one adds to your collection as the Forever Vampire Slayer. Now that your mission is complete, your resurrection spell wears off, and you can go back into the earth once again. Oh, I guess that was the last part of the intro that we couldn't read, was explaining. Thank you for playing the Haunted House. I hope you enjoyed the game. Game programmed by Spencer Van Houwert. I don't know how to pronounce that. Engine by Adventure Game Studio. Thank you for playing. And there's a skeleton in a cage. And the theme from Rollerball plays once again. A game designed by Zoramium Software Incorporated. And that time, it closed on purpose because I told it to. And that was The Haunted House TM by Zoramium Software. Interesting, and particularly in how many ways you could die, which I don't think that was that common in adventure game studio games back then. I know there have been others since then where it's basically just, try not to die. Yeah, would have been a lot shorter without the bugs. And at least there wasn't too much moon logic. Yeah, I'll be interested to try their other games, well, specifically Military Quest, but I have to spend more time testing it ahead of time to make sure there are none of these bugs. Yeah, like I was saying at the start of the stream, they sent me a copy of Haunted House, but there's one specific bug that wouldn't let you enter rooms, so I downloaded the old version offline, and that has a lot of other bugs, but it lets you enter that room so you can finish the game. Yeah, interesting. In 2003, I think that was when, like around the time Adventure Gaming Studio was getting bigger and more popular. I know there've been a lot of great games made in that. Oh yeah, because among other things, like Lost in the Nightmare, which was the first game I did for my, the game I played for my first official stream, was made in that, and so was 5 Days a Stranger, which was what I played for my first extant test stream. Which really is a good engine. Well, I'll go ahead and wrap up and find somebody. Oh, right, I know who we're rating. But yeah, to give you guys an idea of what's coming up. Oh, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Tomorrow we'll be playing more Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people, starting early evening. And Wednesday we'll be playing more of Resident Evil for the GameCube. And hopefully getting a lot further and getting a lot more headshots. And then next weekend, I don't know what we'll play for Short Horror Saturday. Maybe something more modern or more action-oriented, since I do try to mix it up a bit. But I'll find something. There's no shortage of horror games. And we still have had a community challenge going on for playing an RTS game. Which doesn't show me on OBS how it's doing. I have to check it in like the stream manager afterwards, see how many points we've accrued. It's a good thing though. I promised I'd play a Sega Genesis RTS, so I know it's going to work on Windows 10 because those things are damn easy to emulate. I do wonder if it was possible to get. Probably was possible to get 27 points in Haunted House, since we never used that Viking hammer for anything. The ultimate band mallet. Assuming, yes, we're going to raid Dragon Gem, who is still online, and it's her birthday. And what adventure game is she playing today? The Dark Side Detective. I don't know that one, but I'm guessing that then Telltale Games will do a series, an episodic sequel to it called Tales from the Dark Side Detective. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, so if everybody could hang around and say happy birthday when we come in, that would be great. And there we go. Well, thank you everybody who hung out for Short Horror Saturday and stuck with it through the 3 different game crashing bugs and everything else. And the many deaths. But I always appreciate you guys being here, whether you're chatting or lurking. And yeah, I hope the bit rate or whatever it is improved a bit. Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for coming. You can follow me on Twitch to see when I'm live. You can follow me on Twitter and MySpace for stream announcements and polls and random musings about how we should have a Twitch-themed ice cream parlor called Marble Slab Streamery. Dear God, I've got to stop tweeting after 2 a.m. when I haven't had enough sleep. But, yeah. And you can also find VODs of my past streams on YouTube. I hope that everybody has a good night and doesn't get perforated by little devils. And, yeah, please wish Dragon Gem a happy birthday, and I'll see you guys here tomorrow for Strong Bad. Stupid